So previously I have deployed this hello world. So let me delete all the services and containers related to this. kubectl get svc. So kubectl delete svc because I manually created that using expose command. svc it is removed. Now this one I can simply delete the deployment or kubectl delete -f hello world.yaml. It will do the part. Git apply, get pods, so not there. Clear the screen. Now uh, I will delete this and I will create a similar deployment, same nginx only, but it only one replica. You can increase the number of replicas also, but for this explanation of the scenario of ingress and enabling HTTPS for that one, in my local Docker container, Kubernetes, I don't require multiple replicas, one is enough. So I'm using nginx latest image and app label I set nginx. So the same I will uh, use that for my service so that it will filter down here. The deployment is nginx deployment, service is nginx service. So I can apply -f star.yaml or simply type dot. It will create them. Star.yaml not supporting because it is checking for exact name. So I dot represents current directory. Whatever YAML files present in that one, that will get applied. And get service, nginx service, and I kept cluster IP only. You can access that application by changing it to node port or do port forward. Slash service, port is 80, target port is also 80. Now type localhost just 80. Yeah, it's working. Once you kill that, it won't work. Now to enable HTTPS, I need to generate a self-signed certificate. So two certificates are generated with this command. I just kept your.domain.com. You can keep whatever you want. And once it is created, using this TLS key and TLS certificate, I want to create a secret in Kubernetes. And this is the command for that one. Passing to these files. kubectl get secret will show you my TLS secret is generated. So the next part is I'm using Docker Desktop. So Docker Desktop uses Nginx based ingress controller by default. So we don't need to install it separately. But if you are using a different Kubernetes setup, you have to have that ingress controller installed, and you can search for nginx controller or whichever related to that one. You can search in the internet. Many YouTube videos you'll get. Or in the future, if I am working on any, if I have time, I would create that video also. So now as ingress is already there, let me create one more file, sample ingress.yaml. So ingress is already there. I will create an ingress rule for that one. So this is an Nginx based ingress controller I'm using. So that's why I kept this annotation, and I kept SSL redirect also, so that HTTPS to HTTP traffic redirection will be taken care by the ingress gateway itself. And whenever you try to access using that your.domain.com, the traffic, that HTTPS based traffic will be converted to HTTP traffic, and that traffic will be redirected to that nginx service which we created. This is the YAML. So let me apply that. -f sample ingress. It's deprecated. Use specification that ingress class name. So instead of ingress.class, they are telling to use ingress class name, but that's fine. Let's ingress class name here itself in the specification, but let's move with this current specification at present, even though it is deprecated. So I didn't purchase any domain your.domain.com, and also my machine is not having any fixed public IP or any NAT controller to route internet based traffic here. So that's why what I will do is I will edit the host file. Windows system 32 driver store. No, see Windows. Let me search in internet for host file in Windows system 32 drivers only in the etc folder hosts file. So let me add an entry here so that whatever the traffic you share here. So similarly, I will have one more like Kubernetes Docker internal. I will add one more entry for 127.0.0.1 for local for this your.domain.com also. As it is a system32 based file, I cannot save it without admin mode. So notepad that plus plus is prompting me to open in admin mode. I saved it. So your.domain.com would redirect me there. So now let me open the https your.domain.com there. So before that, let me see whether routing is done correctly or not. It's 127.0.0.1. It's doing the. kubectl get ingress. Let me see the traffic in it. There is no nginx class here, so it seems yeah, there is no nginx based controller enabled here. Let me change it to default nginx, I mean ingress controller of kubernetes instead of nginx for now. So I will remove these annotations. Class none now. Okay, and still not working. So let me see whether Helm is there on my machine. Yeah, Helm is there. So I will add nginx nginx-ingress Helm chart. So let me update that. Let me install that chart now. Hmm. Still creating. Running now. Now let me use the original one only uh, with the nginx annotation, but yeah, with this one. So ingress class will be nginx. Still class should be nginx, but still it is not coming. It's not required anyway. Kubectl get ingress. Okay, ingress class I'm using nginx, and yeah, now let me try https your dot domain.com. Yeah, now it's showing. Click on continue. It's a self-signed certificate, so it is using this way. So this is how creating enabling HTTPS for your website using Ingress. You are not changing anything in your code because HTTPS is handled by the Ingress, and your container will be handling HTTP traffic only internally. It just acts as a mediator to do the HTTPS routing.